Hey, how's it go, guys? Today I have OU battle for you guys. This is the round 1 match of the Pokemon Ballers. One's 200 sub 30, and round 1 is OU. So I'm leading off with that Machamp, and he has a Fortress. And I know right away he just wants to set up some kind of entry hazards, and he decides to set up Stealth Rocks, and that's no problem in my book. I'm going to take the opportunity to punch him right in the freaking dome with that Dynamic Punch. It's going to do well over half. And he is confused, which is awesome. So now, since I did over half, I know another one will knock it out. So if he decides to stay in, he will lose his entry hazard guy, the Rapid Spinner, whatever he wants to do with this thing. And if he switches out, then whatever he switches out into will take a hefty amount of damage from a Dynamic Punch, unless he has a Gengar. That's only, but I don't really think he has one. So he decides to stay in, and he gets confused, and I was hoping that he did. And I'm able to get the Dynamic Punch off, and that's the end of the Fortress. Sorry about that, I dropped my camera. Iced tea, man. Tastes good. Try some more narrating. So, I get the 1-0 early lead, and he sends in his Suicune on me. And I'm thinking that if he wants to send the Suicune on me, it could be bulky. So, I stay in to see what he wants to do, and he brings out Toxic, so that's a dead giveaway that he's kind of bulky. But that doesn't really matter because I do hit Lumberry. So I aim to get off another Dynamic Punch this turn, and this does a little bit over 25%. So that's a dead giveaway right there that he is a bulky Suicune. So now he is paralyzed. Confused, and I'm gonna pray for some more confusion hacks, but it doesn't happen this turn. He is able to get Toxic up, and that will limit the time limit that I can use my Machamp. So I go for that Dynamic Punch, and this is going to be, looks like a 3-hit KO almost. So that Dynamic Punch brings it down in like mid-yellow range. So now I'm going to keep going for Dynamic Punches. That's really all I can do besides Stone Edge, but I prefer Dynamic Punches with Stab and like kind of critical rate show. You can kind of say that. So it brings out a Zapdos, and a Dynamic Punch will hit this Zapdos pretty nicely, and it does about 25%. And this is probably a bulky Zapdos as well. So thanks lefties, he's lost about 25% of his HP now, and that toxic damage is going to start tying up on me. I'm just going to stay in and try to go for a Stone Edge, because that's one of the only moves I can hit this guy hard with besides an Ice Punch. So he is also going to stay on this turn, and once again he does get confusion hacks, which is awesome. Like, I get a lot of hacks going on my side in this battle. So that Stone Edge will hit that Zapdos, and that's the end of it right there. So my Machamp is doing some work right now, getting me the early 2-0 lead. Oh my god, I just love iced tea. So now I'm looking good right now, and he sends out a Flygon. I'm like, this thing is probably like banded or scarf, whatever. So like my purple pen right there, I'm just gonna stay in here, try to go for an Ice Punch, and he goes for an Outrage, and I live this. I'm like, I didn't think I was gonna live that, to be honest. Like maybe like miss stabbed or something like that, and that Ice Punch will be the end of that Flygon right there. So Machamp taking out 3 Pokemon before he got a little knocked out there. It did its job. Did a good job. So I'm glad I got this Machamp going on for me right now. And he was kind of like impressed that I lived that. Like, he thought I was going to kill right away, but I do have some HP investment in this Machamp since it is a lead one. So right now, I don't know what to go into. He brings out an Infernape, and I'm going to go into my what's it called, Drapion Banded. So I just switched out, see if I want to go for the Fire Blast or like Flare Blitz or whatever the fire move he has on this guy, and I'm just going to switch out, predicting the so-called fire move that he carries, and I'm going to go into my Heatran because I'm trying to get the Flash Fire boost. Maybe this guy's banded or whatever, because who doesn't like CB Ape? But he goes for a Stone Edge instead, which is a really nice prediction on his part, because that Stone Edge did hit and it got a crit, which kind of didn't matter because it does hit me for neutral damage, and I am slower than this Infernape, so I would have died to close combat if you decided to go for that either. So I'm just staying here trying to go explode on it if I can, but that's not the case. He just kills me off the close combat. And he got a crit right there, so 2 crits in a row takes out my heat train. It's kind of lulls. So he's getting some hacks on his part, so hacks the battle kind of. So now I'm just gonna go into my Vaporeon because it is a defensive wall or special. I forget which one I have this as, but I'm just gonna go with Surf because I know it will hit the Infernape hard and get some nice damage on the Suicune. Decides to send that in to resist the Surf, but he turns out, and that leaves me with a little bit over half, which is fine. And he goes into his Scizor, and this Scizor kind of caused me a little bit of problems during this match. So I hit the Scizor with the Surf for neutral damage. It does almost half, which is I'm perfectly fine with, because I know I can take some hits from the Scizor. So now I'm going to switch out, see what this guy wants to do. I'm going to go into my Big Bird, what is that, Zapdos, and I'm going to get hit with 25% HP with those rocks, but it doesn't really matter. He goes to the X-Scissor, which brings me down under half, which I know I can take well. But he's Life Orb, not Banded Scizor, which is perfectly fine with me. He goes for a Bull Punch. I knew I could live one, so I roost off all my damage, which is awesome. God damn it, Ice Tea's so good and good. So now I'm gonna roost off one more time, and which if I didn't roost off, I was going to think to go with the Heat Wave, and that could have just, or Thunderbolt, I could have just taken this right there. And I could have had a little bit more HP on my Zapdos, because I am Life Orb with special attack and HP investments a little bit. I think it's defense, I can't remember, or speed. So that X-Scissor does a lot of damage to me since I did lose my flying type. And now I'm just going to switch out, predicting some sort of move, like the Bull Punch, but I should have probably just stayed in, just going for like the Heat Wave or something. And I bring out my Vaporeon again. And this is a really bad play on my part. I totally just really wasn't thinking right here. And he goes for a Roost. And I'm thinking, what kind of person carries Roost on Scizor? Like, no one does it anymore. But it kind of paid off for him in this part. But it kind of didn't, because you'll see why in a little bit. So he goes for a Pursuit, predicting my switch. But I didn't see the point of switching, because I just want to get the damage on the Scizor before like it starts sweeping up on me. And I go for a Surf, and it does hit the Scizor for neutral damage, and I get a crit, which did kind of matter on this Scizor, and I'm glad I take it out now than later on in the match. So I'm looking good. He has 2 Pokemon left, one being that Infernape we saw earlier in the Suicune, and he brings out his Infernape now. So I just go for the Surf. Maybe he goes for a U-turn or something like that, or stays in. I didn't really know what we would do, but he does go for the U-turn, and now that I am a low enough HP where he can just come on and revenge kill me right there. So it's the end of my Vaporeon. Now, the score's getting kind of close now. I'm at, I think, 2 Pokemon, 4 I believe, and now I'm starting to think, now that I lost my Vaporeon, I might lose this battle. Like, in my mind, I was just thinking I was going to lose for some reason, I don't know why. So now he has this bulky Suicune up, and I'm thinking I have nothing for the Suicune. So I'm just gonna send in my Banded Drapion, see how much damage I can do. I was thinking Cross Poison for the Stab or Crunch maybe, but if I would have knocked out the Suicune, that means I would have been locked into Crunch, and I would have been doing no damage to that Infernape. But I just locked myself in Earthquake because maybe if I did kill it and get a crit, and I would be locked into the Earthquake, that would have been the end of the Infernape right there. But it didn't kill it that turn, so I'm thinking this turn I will kill it, and that Surf did a lot of damage. So, but if I don't kill it, that will be the end of my Drapion right there, because the Surf will take me out. And it almost kills it, but it doesn't. Lives like 10 HP, I'm going to just assume right there, and that's the end of my Drapion. So it's coming down the wire now, and I'm really starting to think that I'm losing during this battle, because if I don't take the Suicune, like, I don't know what I can do. I don't know if it has Ice Beam or anything, because I do have a Leafeon left. And I thought the Stealth Effects would kill me, but I guess not. So I just roost off this turn, because I didn't want to knock myself out with my Life Orb if I go for the Thunderbolt. And he goes for Surf, and I'm just going to take that very well. I believe it was like 64 HP left. And now I'm thinking, I don't want to stall war. I'm just going to kill you now. Like, get this battle over with. So now, I just go Thunderbolt, and that's the end of that, what's called, Squeaking right there. And now he's down to his final Pokemon, which is that Life Orb Infernape. And it's starting to look bad for me right now. So now, out comes the Infernape. I'm thinking what he can kill the rest of my team, because he has Stone Edge. Wants to kill my Big Bird. He has U-turn, but I can probably won't live that either. That hits my Flareon very well, and I don't know his other two moves, and Close Combat, which I resist on my Leafeon and this guy. And he's just with Fire Punch, which spells doom for me right there, because now my Leafeon will just be done. That's the 8 of mine if I lose this battle. So my final Pokemon is the Leafeon, and I'm thinking I lost this battle here. So I just go for Protect, just stall off the battle a little bit, and take a sip of my iced tea, which is delicious. Oh my god. I gotta start to do that more often in my battles. So, like I said, I just go for the Protect, just for like stalling out the battle more. And I'm thinking, oh, I might just Leaf Blade, just to see how much damage I do. And now, he goes with Fire Punch. And if I knew I would have lived this well, I would have just kept protecting this dude. But I just go to the Leaf Blade, and thanks to that Life Orb, and I get a crit right here. Crit Leaf Blade with Leafeon. Save me the match. Thank you. Good game, Wi-Fi kids. I'll see you guys later. Peace.